Where's the spotlight coming from?
That is a good question. This is like always one of the best moves in the game.
It's super OP. It never stops being good.
It never, never.
Alright, bye guys. I think, did these guys have more HP than the others?
No. Oh, that was a good block. That was a good block.
I don't think I've gotten hit since I learned what the block time was. What a perfect time.
Yeah, dude, why'd you waste your power and not use another shell?
I can't remember. Sorry, bro, because they're all dead.
Yeah, you wasted on just a regular old one.
Alright.
Remember to heal after this one, or at least restore your FP. You might need it for the Koopa Junior.
Junior Troopa.
Junior Troopa?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I messed up his name.
Yeah, well, nothing I can blame you for. He's a forgettable character. He heard me. He heard me. Get out of here.
Hold on. He's like right over here. You gotta go ahead and just heal
he's
your
not
FP.
right here. He's not right here.
Okay, he's on the next screen.
No, he's not. I swear to God, he's not.
I swear he is.
No, you're wrong.
I swear he's on the next screen.
No, Joshua, you were wrong.
He's on the next screen.
Look.
Or this screen.
You were wrong.
Maybe on the next screen.
The next screen's in the house.
What the heck?
You're wrong. You don't fight Junior Trooper to the end of this chapter.
I could have sworn.
Nope.
That screen looks a lot like the screen at the end of the chapter
It
where
does.
you fight him then.
Yeah, it does. But it's not the same screen.
Oh, wait,
can
you
I
tell me
switch
that when I
partners
mentioned it before.
now?
Okay, just keep going.
This is a joke. But I need to be able to switch between.
Yeah, just keep going. Maybe he's gonna stop you and be like, "Oh, hey, if you ever need to switch between me and Goombario."
No, they've already told me how.
Have they?
Yeah.
We could stop and like review the footage.
No, I know how. They said left C.
Here,
But
here,
left C isn't working.
Let me do something.
Is there a button on this controller that does it?
No. Try it now.
Now left C is consistently opening items. Right
There
C
you
is...
go.
Oh, how'd that happen?
The controller must have just been loose from the Wiimote.
But then why was right C opening items?
The controller was loose. It messes up. Electronics are weird, dude.
Yeah.
A crossed wire, perhaps.
I'm gonna get free healing.
Cross
over here.
streams, maybe. Do you like that idea, or is it not a...
Are you requesting that we pee together?
I don't know what I'm requesting.
Cross the wood bridge.
What's over there? I forget.
Over there?
No, to the right, dude. Is that the Koopa Troopa Forest?
Well, that's where we go. Yeah, it's
Okay.
where we're going. He got me.
He got you. I thought you were gonna get out.
It was my greed.
Your hubris, I believe is what they say.
I believe that's not.
It's yes and, Trey.
Oh! Yes, and that's wrong.
That was good.
Thanks. Well, you know, I'm famous for being funny.
Let me tell you my favorite thing about.
Oh, yeah,
wow, you know, I need to stop mentioning Thousand Year Door because we won't even need to play it because everyone will know everything about it. I won't mention it. How about that? How about that?
Ooh, instead tell me
Tell you a joke?
Yeah, tell me a joke.
Okay, you've probably heard this one, but I'm gonna tell it for the... No, I told this one on the channel before.
Oh no.
Okay.
Forget it. Go with another one.
Okay. Oh no.
All those repeat viewers.
Alright, I'll tell it again then. Shoot.
No.
Okay.
Hold on to your integrity. At least you got that.
Okay.
You don't have looks. You don't have.
Okay.
Smarts.
You've heard this one, but I'm gonna tell it for the audience.
Okay. I'm sorry for insulting you in front of everyone.
Alright, you've heard this one, but I'll tell it for the audience.
Yeah,
Alright?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there's this man driving his car.
Okay. I don't know if I remember it.
And his car breaks down, and he looks out the window, and there's a monastery. So he goes up to the monastery.
You're not telling this joke.
I'm not. I think I am. He goes up to this monastery, knocks on the door, and a monk answers. He says, "I'm sorry, brother. I hate to bother you, but my car broke down, and I was just wondering if you guys had a phone that I could use." And instead of letting him borrow a phone, the brother invites him into the house, or into the monastery. Sorry, the monk invites him into the monastery and says like, "Ooh, that was bad." And lets him stay there. They bring all the monks bring the car into the back of the monastery, and they fix it up for him, and they invite him to stay the night, feed him a warm dinner, give him dry clothes, and give him a nice bed to sleep in. So, not wanting to look a gift horse in the mouth and knowing he had a long drive ahead of him, the man accepts it, and he goes to sleep. He wakes up in the middle of the night.
Holy Christ!
He wakes up in the middle of the night, and he hears this like really undescribable sound. He can't even he doesn't even know what it is. And so, but he just goes back to sleep. He wakes up the next morning. He says, "Brother Timothy is the main brother." He goes up to Brother Timothy and says, "Brother Timothy, I heard this weird sound in the middle of the night, and I want to know what was it." And Brother Timothy says, "I cannot tell you, for you are not a monk." And the man says, "That's fair."
Just like that.
And he takes his car that the monks had now fixed up for him, and he drives off. Years later, this man is driving on the same road. And believe it or not, in the same spot, his car breaks down again. He gets out and remembers the monastery, so he goes back to it and requests, he goes back. Brother Timothy answers the door, and he says, "Brother Timothy, it's me again. I know this is really weird. My car broke down in the same spot again. I was just wondering, I hate to ask for favors, but I just really want a phone this time. You guys don't have to do anything. Just a phone so I can call my insurance and they can come help me out." And Brother Timothy says, "Nonsense. You come in, we'll bring your car here and we'll fix it up again for you. There's no trouble, honestly." So once again, they give him, they give him a hot meal, a warm bed, a shower, clean clothes, and he goes to sleep that night. He wakes up again about 3 or 4 in the morning again, and he hears that sound. He can't place his finger on it. He wakes up and he goes to Brother Timothy and he's like, "Your hospitality means everything to me. And please tell me if I'm overstepping my boundaries, but I have to know what that sound was." And Brother Timothy tells him, "I'm really sorry. I cannot tell you if you're not a monk." And so the man says, "Okay." And he thanks them again for everything they've done, and he leaves. This time he decides that he's going to dedicate his life to monkhood. He wants to become a monk. In part to try to learn the secrets of the monks, but the main reason is because he really appreciates the kindness and sincerity they showed him. So he wants to allow that to become part of his life. So he spends years and years and years becoming a monk. 10 years later, he comes back to the monastery and knocks on the door. Brother Timothy is there, an old man, and says, "Welcome back, brother."
This is absolute garbage. This is garbage video. Please finish this. Please finish this. Nonsense. This is so stupid.
He says, "Welcome back. I'm glad to see you've become a monk." He says, "Brother Timothy, I'm here to learn your ways." And he studies under Brother Timothy for a little while. He keeps hearing the sound, but he figures all in time. And years later, he goes to Brother Timothy as Brother Timothy is old and sickly. He says, "Brother Timothy, I know you don't have much time left on this earth. Before you go, I do have one favor to ask of you, despite everything you've given me." He says, "I really need to know what that sound was years and years ago when I came and stayed." And Brother Timothy says, "Follow me." And he leads him to an old wooden door and hands him a key. He says, "Behind this door is what made that sound." So the man grabs the key, opens the door, and behind this old wooden door is an old metal door. And Brother Timothy says, "Behind this door is what made that sound." And he hands him another key. Behind the metal door is an old silver door. It was an iron door, I guess is a better word for metal. And he says, "Behind this door is what is the answer." And behind the silver door is a gold door. And he hands him another key. Behind the gold door is a platinum door. And he hands him another key. Behind the platinum door is an emerald door. On the emerald door, a sapphire door. On the sapphire door, a ruby door. On the ruby door, a diamond door. And he finally turns to him and says, "This is the final door. Behind this door is what truly makes the sound." And he hands him the final key. He puts the key in the lock, turns it, and he finally found out what made that sound. But I can't tell you because you're not a monk.
Are you happy that you've wasted 8 minutes of my life, of your life, of their lives? Mario's a little mad about it too. Everybody.
I'd like to say that was closer to 5.
You can like to say it if you want. But the truth is, it felt like an eternity. I can't believe I let you do that. I can't believe I sat here and let you do that.
That was good. You know somebody's gonna comment in there and be like, I'm gonna use that now. Thanks, Joshua. If one person comments that, this was all for this was worth it. If one person comments that, can you agree to that?
No, I can't.
If one person seriously comments that that was worth it, then I need an apology from you. All I'm asking is for is one person. If 1,000 people say no, but one person says yes, that's all I need. Please pray.
If they look, all right, I'll apologize to you, but I won't mean it.
That's fair. That's really fair.
Lord Almighty.
I got another one. It's not long. It's not long. You've heard this one too, but it's not long. It's another monk one.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So there's this man, and he owned a flower shop. And, what the heck? Oh, okay. Well, this man, he owned a flower shop, and he made pretty good money. You know, it was a small business. He made good money, and he noticed one summer that he was slowly losing money, and slowly losing traffic, and he was having slower days. And usually summer months were the best, right after the spring, but summer was really good, and so he was starting to get really worried about his business because that was. You know, it was a small business. It was his life. So he sits around, and after a while, on a really slow day, he closes up shop, steps outside, and looks around, takes a walk down the neighborhood, and finds out that another flower shop opened just a block away in the opposite direction of his home. So he never noticed it before. So he sees this, and he looks in and notices it's a flower shop run by a bunch of monks, right? And they're packed. In fact, they have people lining out the door to get their flowers. He doesn't know what it is, but you know he cannot compete with them. So he's talking to his friend in the bar that night, and he's talking to him, and he's like, "Look, man, I don't know what to do. All these monks opened up this flower shop, and I'm afraid of going broke. I might have to open another business. I don't even know what I want to do. This is my life." And his friend says, "Hey, I know a guy. His name is Hugh. He'll take care of all your problems for you." And he's like, "Seriously?" Yeah. Just let me talk to Hugh. You'll notice instant results. He says, "All right, man." So the guy leaves for home, and his friend contacts Hugh, and the man goes back to work the next day. And the next day he goes to work, and he starts noticing his business is rolling in. In fact, it's better than ever. Yeah. He doesn't even get a break all day. He had to skip his lunch. He just worked straight through. He doesn't even know what happened. When he finally closed his shop an hour late because he had so much traffic, he decides to take a walk down to the block away where the monk's shop was, and notices that it's not even there. It's like it never existed. Not burned to the ground. Just like it never existed. And the moral of the story is that only Hugh can prevent florist friars.
I don't know if this is Just Two Guys or like your audition tape for Comedy Central at this point.
Oh, I got another one. You tell us a joke, Trey. I'll play the game if it helps you concentrate on
Josh's life.
They probably didn't hear that, so I'll just put a hi-hat in. They probably didn't hear the leg drums. I drummed on this leg.
You know, I don't... You know, we restarted Just Two Guys. We came back. We're ready. We had all the energy in the world. But your jokes are like vampires. There's no vitality in me anymore. There's just no hope for the world.
Alright, well, let's pump you up, dude.
Pump up the jams.
Pump it up.
Like your feet are stumping.
Is that really?
It's something like that.
I like how you just like conceded to yourself. So tell me what's been going on, and I kind of like was zoned out for a minute.
Well, I've been going through the Cooper Brothers Fortress.
You about to get bombed?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Bombette.
Okay, I didn't think it was that simple. I thought Bombette.
This is my favorite part of the game. Come up in a second.
What, this part?
The
stretchy door?
No. The part where you have to. You'll see.
I I just don't even feel like explaining it to you.
I don't feel like
You're hit
hearing
by the
your
first
voice.
strike, dude. Wow. Why don't you start a channel with someone else then?
Who's gonna start a channel with me and have this is on my resume?
Well, they could clearly see you're not that into it. I don't think you have too much to worry about at all.
Will you help me with my Comedy Central audition?
Yeah, okay, so mine is kind of long form comedy that gets a big laugh, a big guffaw at the end, right?
I don't think you were listening.
But yours, you should be much more, you know, jab them with jokes, right?
Yeah.
You should be like, my name's Trey, but no, not the kind of thing you put food on. Anyway, the other day I was walking down the street and I saw a can. No, not a butt, a trash can. You're like jabbing them with jokes.
But I didn't get it. We're not a butt. What are you talking
Like
about?
can.
No, what are you talking about?
Like
What?
people call butts and they call boobs cans too, but I've heard it both ways.
This is a slang term that is unique. This is unique to this conversation. It doesn't exist.
Tell me if you ever used can.
Remember that time you said "shooting in the wind" was a phrase, and we looked at high and low, and it did not exist.
Shooting in the wind is a phrase. All right.
It may be one I invented, alright, but it is a phrase.
I've
heard it said several times in my life.
all by me. All right, you know what? You've got a fair point.
I don't know. How about you just leave my cans at home?
See, look, isn't that?
It is nice and jolly. My favorite.
Okay, Google. Can is a euphemism. I guess that's more of like a synecdoche, huh? Okay, Google.
No, it's not. A synecdoche.
Can as a what's a synecdoche?
Synecdoche refer to a whole person as a part, or a whole being as a part. For
Oh, you
example,
know what?
the
I knew that's
suits,
what it
as in the
was.
business.
I knew that's what it was, but for some reason, like I knew that's what synecdoche was. I think I just wanted to say synecdoche.
Don't we all though? Because I love saying that word.
Okay, Google. Can as a euphemism. Okay, Google. Can meaning butt.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, here we go. Urban Dictionary.
I want to let everybody know that I didn't miss that bonk. I had to sneeze.
Okay, online slang
I
dictionary.
missed that one though.
You get can as garbage, but you also get can as buttocks. Check out the can on her.
What's your
Breast.
favorite term
It's
for
also a
boob?
breast, so like nice cans.
Yeah, what's your favorite term for boob though?
I don't really have one.
Oh yeah, you do now. You ready?
What?
Boulder.
Over the shoulder boulder holder?
That's a bra though.
Yeah, well I know that, but why is that my new favorite one though?
Because
Do I have to commit to that?
Yeah, you did. Well, just so you can say over the shoulder boulder holder, because without it, the phrase won't make any sense.
Well, I mean, I can still say over the shoulder boulder holder and not commit to boulder being my favorite euphemism. Playing like jump rope.
This is my favorite part. Watch.
Does it get faster? Wow. I didn't know you could do that, dude.
Yeah.
How'd you learn that?
I just sat there and jumped over it.
Why? Why would you do that? What would possess you to be like?
I was a kid when I played this game.
I guess I was an unimaginative adult.
I think this game was really made for kids, legit. Because like, there's just so much stuff in it. It's like, why would you ever do it?
Like what?
Like, just,
Ah, yeah. Is that the moon key?
no, it's a fortress key, but whatever.
What about the sun key? That's in
The only key here is the monkey with me on the delivery.
on the what?
On the delivery. You're delivering jokes.
Why am I monkey?
Because you're a monkey, because you're dumb, because you're an idiot, because you're a stupid bonobo leaning over and...
You want to finish that?
No.
You guys don't know what he was about to say. Look up Bonobo, but make sure you're on a private browser. Like, don't go.
Yeah, nobody wants to see your history of monkeys sucking dicks.
Oh, that's what Bonobo is. I guess you don't need to look it up.
You can complete that if you feel like it.
Hey, dude, you want to go fall for his trap?
Yeah, well, right after I gotta check over here.
Okay. That's fair. What's over there, Trey?
A safe spot.
Oh, cool.
Hey, I guess what oh, it's over there. That's right.
Yeah,
You need Bombette
that's
for
over
that.
there. Yeah, you need Bombette for that one, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need Bombette for that, dude.
You know what I think I really need? Bombette for
A
that
hero? You're holding out for a hero?
Till the end of the
Right.
night. Yeah. After that,
And
though,
he's gotta be
too damn
fast.
late.
Gotta be strong.
Yeah. You gotta be fresh from the fight.
I need a hero! Wait, hold on. We'll fall for this trap on the next episode.
What, I can hear you?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
I said we'll fall for this trap on the next
Oh no!
You know it's a funny joke.
It's a shitty joke. I hate that joke.